sorry, I forgot. No physical contact. Sorry. I've got a plan. And you stay strong.
I'm all right. Don't worry about me.
Here, that's like asking me not to take breath ever again. Now, I am in contact with the finest criminal attorney in this country.
I don't need another attorney.
Oh, dear. Jessica's a fine woman, and she's a good attorney, but we've got to have the best.
No, we don't. I've already told Jessica what I want to do. I'm going to take the plea bargain.
Bryce, you stay in the kitchen. I'm going to go upstairs.
Hal, what the hell's going on? 3 cops showed up in my house with a search warrant, and now they're starting to rip my place apart here.
I'm sorry, Mike. I wish it hadn't come to this.
What, come to what? Why are these yahoos here? What are they doing?
Your brother's disappearing act has gone on for too long, Mike. I can't keep waiting for him to resurface and explain why he took off the way he did.
So you send in a goon squad? What? Hey! What are they looking for?
We think Mark may have taken the gun Lily used to kill Santana.
You think Mark hid the murder weapon here, in his own house? Come on, Hal.
We want the gun.
Well, you ain't gonna find it here.
We also think Mark might have a videotape that we'd like to see.
Oh, look, Hal. All right, I'm gonna cooperate with you, but why do these guys gotta tear my place apart?
I'm sorry, Mike. Look, I'll try to get out of here, get over there and supervise, keep the damage to a minimum.
Hey! Oh. Well, you better hurry up, because the way these Keystone cops are going, there won't be anything left! Hey! Hey!
Mike, I have to talk to you.
Well, I thought you already did that. What more could you have to say to me after the other day?
Lieutenant Munson, I hear you got a warrant to search the Kasnoff home.
Mm-hmm.
Would you mind telling me your reason for doing that?
I'm following a lead.
Oh, well, we already have a signed confession from Mrs. Santana, so why are you wasting the taxpayers' money?
Because we think Mark Kasnoff might have taken the gun that Lily used. He also has a videotape, which could have bearing on his emotional state.
His emotional state is irrelevant, Lieutenant. He's not our suspect. Mrs. Santana is.
Thanks for clarifying that.
Stick to finding a gun, huh? Alan?
Let's get something straight, okay? I won't tell you how to prosecute this case. You don't tell me how to investigate it, okay?
Just so we're in sync on our priorities, Lieutenant. We are supposed to be working on the same side.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to find that gun, and I don't like loose ends, so I'd also like to find that videotape and view it. Those are my priorities.
Good luck with the gun.
Oh, I'm not having a very good day. What do you want,
I'd like to talk to you about another loose end, Hal. The one you're all ignoring.
I'm so glad everybody wants to help me do my job. What are you talking about?
Margot's gun. The one she lost the night Diego was shot.
Old news, Holden, and it doesn't mean squat. Margot was so out of it that night, she could have lost that gun anytime, anywhere.
But she didn't. She just told me that it was taken out of her holster the night Diego was shot.
Taken? By who?
As the world turns. Brought to you today by Aleve. All day strong, all day long.
Mike, I want to explain about the
No,
things I
there's
said.
nothing to explain. Nothing to talk about. It's over.
Listen to me.
No, what you and I had, it's finished. End of story.
Don't say that.
No, this is the way you wanted it, isn't it, Pilar?
No, it's not.
No, you wouldn't listen to me when I tried to tell you how much I cared about you. Every time I tried to tell you how I felt, you just cut me off.
Mike, I've been so unhappy.
No, I tried to help you. No matter what you did, I defended you. And what do I get? I just get a slap in the face.
I couldn't let you help me.
No,
That's
because
all.
I was the enemy? I wasn't on your side, me and all my rich friends right here? That's what you wanted to think. No, that's the way you wanted it to be.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
Mike, just let me tell you how it was. That's all
Well,
I
I
want.
know how it was. Diego died and you wanted revenge. Well, you got it. Of course, you had to do it at the expense of an innocent woman's life, but hey, what the hell? You got your way. You got what you wanted. Diego would be proud.
You don't understand what it did to me when Lily killed Diego. You have no clue how I felt.
It was an accident, Pilar. I really believe that. God knows she had plenty of reasons to kill the guy, but I don't think she did it. I'm having a hard time believing that she would attack you without you provoking her.
You think so much of her, don't you? It's like she is...
I know her. Like I thought I knew you.
Oh, you do.
No, I don't have a clue about you. And you want to know what really grinds me? Is I did care about you more than I cared about anybody in a long time. This is just a total waste.
Mike, it doesn't have to be that way. Let's...
Pilar,
Please don't.
you can't care about someone who's obsessed.
I am not obsessed.
Oh, look, yes, you are. All right, you are so far over the top, you don't even see what you're doing.
I needed to defend my brother's name, that's all.
What, at the expense of destroying other people's lives?
Well, no one cared about him, Mike. They were all attacking him, saying lies about him.
Oh, so you just stir it up? With the law and with the press, you just keep the pot boiling?
I was desperate.
You know, you turn this tragedy into a feeding frenzy for every garbage magazine and TV show in this country.
I never wanted that. I just wanted justice for Diego. That's all I wanted.
Well, that's what you
my
got.
brother.
That's what you got. You got a media circus right here. Welcome to America. Huh? You hope you're enjoying this.
What? Mike, do you really think I'm enjoying 1 second of this?
I don't know. I don't know what to think, and I don't care. I do not care.
And you don't mean that.
I said, too much has happened. Too many people have been hurt here. And I wanted to be your friend. No, let me be honest. I wanted to be more than your friend. But there were too many other things that were important to you. So you just went on your own way. Well, I'm going my way now.
I can't say that.
Look, we
Mike,
can't change what happened, Pilar.
Look, Mike, I've said some things and I've done some things that I am sorry for, okay? But you have to understand what it has been like for me.
I wanted to understand, but you just shut me up.
And I was wrong to do that. But Mike, I've been through hell. You think the press has been bad to you and the people you know? It has been 100 times worse to me. You have no clue how it feels when I read the papers and I see what they're writing about Diego. And now, of course, somebody has stolen his body. Someone hated Diego so much that they can do something like that. They had to play a joke on him after he was dead, and I have to live with it. I am the one. Knowing that's how people felt about him, it hurts.
I guess it does.
So So that's all you have to say? That's all you can tell me? Can you look at me? Mike, look at me.
Look, all I can tell you is I don't care.
Please, Mike.
No, I'm sorry. It's just not inside me anymore. And when you tell me how hard it is for you, all I think is that you brought it on yourself. That's it.
Well, even if I did, Mike, I've paid. There must be something I can tell you. Come on, just tell me what it is.
No. You cannot plead guilty. You cannot do that.
It's the only thing that makes any sense.
It makes no sense whatsoever, and it is ill-advised.
Mother, the only reason I changed my plea to not guilty was so that I could buy myself some time. So I could spend some time with Luke while I was out on bail. Now that the judge has denied me bail, there's no reason to drag this on. I just wanted it over. I just wanted it to be done.
Sweetheart, you're depressed. You're depressed in this damn place. You're depressed. You're tired. Oh, you can't make an important decision when you're like this.
I am okay. I'm thinking clearly. Don't worry.
No, you're not.
Honey, they're wearing you down, that's all. Miss Domingo is going to get everything she ever wanted.
Oh, she made me open my eyes. The judge denied me bail because of her lies. You want to subject me to a system like that? Is that what you want?
This is just one step in a process.
I'll skip the process. Thank you.
You mustn't let one incident sway you.
I always meant to take the deal that Tom and Jessica worked out. I always meant to do that.
Sweetheart, we're talking 5 years.
Of which I'll serve 3.5 years. 3.5 years?
3.5 years without you. 3.5 years without Luke.
Don't do it. We've been through this.
Yes, I have to do it, and we have to do it. We have to go through it again if you're still determined to go on with this kind of madness.
You talk to me like I have a choice.
You do. Honey, I've got a plan. Give me a break. Let me play it out to the end.
I don't have any time
And
left.
don't give up the chance of a trial.
Trial's too risky.
No, it's not. You could win. You could
Jessica
win.
said if I get convicted of second-degree murder, I could spend 25 years to life.
They won't do
in jail.
that.
I'll never see my son.
They won't do that to
They
you.
won't?
No.
Yes, they will. You know what they'll do? They'll stick me in a prison like this. This hell. It's just hell.
Honey, I understand. I know.
No, I'm not going to see my son. You know why? Because I'm not going to let him see his mother in a place, a hellhole like this.
They won't do it to you.
No, they won't. Because I'm going to plead guilty.
No, no, no. Now, you listen to me.
Jessica says if I do, they'll transfer me to a minimum security prison. A country club prison. Luke could come visit me there.
It is still a jail.
These are my options.
No.
I accept them. I
No.
want you to do the same for me.
No.
Please, stop going over and over this with me. Please, just help me do what I have to do.
No, this is me. You will never convince me that it's the right thing for you ever to do.
You want me to fight?
Yes. Honey, I want you to fight. I want you to fight with my heart,
I would
with my
fight.
soul.
I would fight so hard if I had a chance, but
You
I
do.
don't. You know I don't. I do not. Because I shot Diego.
I don't know who took the gun.
What makes you think it was taken?
Margot told me.
Oh, and when did she tell you that?
A little while ago. I was over at the hospital. I was trying to find Tom.
And Margot just said, out of the blue, somebody took my gun out of my holster before Diego was shot?
Well, she didn't exactly decide to tell me. It slipped out when I woke her up.
Oh, I see. When you woke her up, so this was kind of a dream that Margot had?
She was very clear about it.
Holden, Margot is in the hospital because she's not all there. She's delusional. Half the time when she says stuff, she's hallucinating.
Well, what if this time she wasn't?
Like she wasn't when she went into the courtroom and thought that Tom was Diego? Holden, look, I understand what you're trying to do, but putting stock in Margot's dreams, that's not the way.
Pal, you weren't there. You didn't hear the way she was talking.
I don't have to.
She wasn't out of it. She was very clear. She was positive. I think that the dream was real.
Okay, so her gun was taken, and she didn't tell you who took it?
She doesn't know.
All right, Holden, look, I got a lot of work to do, okay?
I know this sounds crazy.
Yeah, what it sounds like, Holden, is that Margot needs a lot of rest, and I think you do, too.
Okay, what if she's right? What if somebody did take the gun? That person could have been the one that killed Diego.
Holden, I understand what you're trying to do, but you can't change the facts.
Okay, fact. There were other people there that night that had it in for Diego. They would have loved to have seen him dead.
I'm not denying that. I got the whole crowd right here.
What are those?
Pictures of the happy wedding guests. You want candidates for Diego's murder? Take your pick.
My God. He did it.
I was wrong. I can't do without you. I can't. I need you.
Oh, I like when you say that.
Oh, I know you do. I'll get it.
Okay. You're carrying my wood over here. It weighs so much.
It's cold in here. Let me start a fire.
I wouldn't need you to start a fire if you put your arm around me.
I like that much better.
You do?
Yeah.
You know what? Being here with you, about as close to perfect as it gets.
I told you recently how glad I am you found me.
Tell me again and again and again. I'm gonna always be with you. Nothing is gonna come between us again.
And I was taken at the altar before the ceremony. Oh, there's the happy couple walking down the aisle.
Why do you have these?
Well, Tom and I were hoping the photographer might have gotten some shots outside the church. Thought we might get lucky, get a picture of the shooter.
Nothing, huh?
No, all the ones taken outside the church were underexposed.
And none of these are any good either?
That's nothing we didn't already know. Look, Holden, we're covering all the bases. We're not assuming that Lily was the shooter and letting it go at that.
I never said you were.
Well, then please stop trying to play detective. I understand what you're trying to do, but frankly, you're starting to be a genuine pain in the butt. Excuse me. Yeah, Munson. Yes. When? No, we'll get those units. Right. Okay, I'll be done. Right. Holden. Go home.
Alex, time to come down.
I do not wish to.
All right. All right. We wait. We wait for the new lawyer, and then we do as he says.
No, hiring an attorney is the last thing we
Darling, if you had cancer, we'd get a second opinion.
You read the papers? Not your papers. The tabloids. Have you looked at them?
I don't dignify them by even touching
Look at them. You
Laura.
should, because they all say the same thing. That my rich mother is trying to buy me special treatment
So
with her
what?
money and her power.
So what? So what that Mr. Mingo wants to turn this into class struggle?
Doesn't matter why they say it. What is the jury going to think if I waltz in the courtroom with these high-profile, high-paid attorneys?
My darling, this is this country. You have the right to the best lawyer that anyone...
No, they're going to say a rich
have
girl tried to buy her way out of trouble. They're going to be prejudiced against me.
Okay. Okay. All right, we're going to forget about the new lawyer. But, you must retract your statement.
What?
Yes, because it's all they've got against you. They do not have the gun, they do not have an eyewitness, and they do not have a corpus.
They have proof that I fired a gun. Besides, I can't retract my statement. It's the truth.
Truth, honey, truth. What truth? Truth, what good is truth all the time? And anyway, in legal matters, you know, truth is a flexible thing. Baby, if you won't do it for you, do it for me. I can't
I know
take
you're
this.
doing
I
this
can't
because
take
you love
it.
me. I know that.
You are. You're breaking my heart.
And you're breaking mine. Please. This is my decision. Respect it.
Baby,
I'm going to take the plea bargain.
please.
Jessica set up a meeting this afternoon with David and I to go over the details.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Don't do this, please, Mother, there's nothing that you say or do that's going to make me change my mind.
What do you think you're doing?
Hey, I didn't know you were out here today.
I have some business to take care of. Hey, don't change the subject. What are you doing?
I'm going for a drive, Sparks.
Your car just got repairs. It hasn't been test driven yet.
It's time. It is.
Bro, what's gotten into you? You want to get yourself killed.
And if I do so what? Who cares?
Where'd you get the tape?
I found it in the garage, hidden in a box with some old magazines. Must be pretty powerful stuff for somebody to go to all that trouble.
Oh, yeah. This is powerful. I wonder what went through Mark's mind when he saw this.
All it shows is that Diego was tampering with Jones's car. Doesn't prove anything.
Well, maybe not. But it sure as hell gives Mark a good motive for murder.
Hell, if you go after everybody who had a motive for killing Diego, you'd wind up arresting half the town.
Yeah, maybe, but then again, half the town didn't take off right after the wedding without a word. That kind of puts your brother in a category by himself.
So he took off. Mark does that. He does. He
stays, took off for days without letting anybody know where he is.
Hell, maybe he's tied up right now. Right. You know, he could be tied up.
Mike, why hasn't he gotten in touch with you? What's he running from? You know, I hate to say this to you, Mike, but if we didn't know that Lily was the one who shot Diego, I could make a hell of a case against Mark.
This afternoon.
Where did you go?
Well, I just took a little walk, saw about a dozen crocuses popping their heads up through the snow. They were a little chilly, but there they were.
It's warming up.
Yep, spring is on its way. Can you feel it?
Still feels pretty cold to me.
Yeah. I love springtime. It's my favorite time of the year. Everything is so new and hopeful. Makes me feel like I could put all the bad stuff behind me and become a new person.
Starting over weather, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Did I mention that when I was out walking, I managed to take a look at the roads?
No.
I did. They're all clear.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. Could be good traveling weather, too, huh?
Traveling, huh?
Yep.
So you're thinking we should take a clue from this weather and, start over, dump all the old baggage, go to a new place, start a whole new life?
Oh, thank heaven you are finally seeing it my way. Should we start packing?
Hold on a sec. You're serious about this, aren't you?
I have never been more serious about anything in my whole life. Should I start getting ready now?
You know, I gotta admit, you and me on the road, traveling, seeing things, doing things together.
Yeah.
I like that.
You do?
Yeah. I'll be right back, though. I gotta take care of this. I'll come back, and then we'll start packing, okay?
Claritin.
You've got to ask your doctor about Claritin.
And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
If you think Mark would kill Diego, you are crazy.
You can't get away from it, Mike. He had a damn good reason for wanting him dead.
Yeah, well, so did I. The guy whacked me with a candlestick. If I had a gun, I'd have killed him, but I didn't do it, and neither did my brother.
Let me run this by you. What if Lily and Mark planned the shooting together? What if they decided that Lily would pull the trigger and Mark would get rid of the gun? How about that, huh?
That is crazier than your other idea. If you think Mark would just take off and let Lily go to jail, you don't know the first thing about it.
Yeah, then why has he disappeared, Mike?
Gotta get the phone. Maybe he just took off. I don't... Yeah.
Hey, Mike. Sparky. Look, you got to get down here to the racetrack right away. It's the law.
What?
Look, don't ask me a lot of questions. Just get here.
All right, I gotta go somewhere. I'll talk to you later. Make sure the troops pick up, okay?
No luck with the gun, huh?
No. Been through this place twice over. Swear it ain't here.
Well, I guess we've done just about everything we can do here. Tell the guys to clean up and let's get the hell out.
Hey, boss. Couldn't help overhearing what you said before. I think you're right. I think we got a strong case against Mark Kasanoff.
Not nearly as strong as the one that I can make.
Why are you looking at me like that?
What were you doing out there?
Bearing the garbage. See, when you're doing the wilderness thing, there's no regular garbage pickup.
That's all you were burying? Just the garbage?
Yeah. Just the garbage. And the decapitated corpse I've been carrying around the trunk of my car.
Stop it. It's not funny.
Okay. Sorry, that was a bad joke. Hey. Is there something you're not telling me?
There was a gun in this toolbox. And before you say anything, I know it was there. Because I saw it.
What were you doing in my toolbox? Yeah. Okay, I've got a gun. Now, where is it?
You buried it, didn't you?
Why would I do that? Why would I do something stupid like bury my gun?
Because it's the murder weapon. Mark, you can tell me the truth. The gun you had in your toolbox. That's the gun that killed Diego, isn't it?
Eureka's...
Diego's dead.
Yes. He died instantly. The shot struck him in the heart.
It did?
I guess you left before you knew for sure.
You mean I ran?
Honey, it's all right.
Is it?
I understand why you did it. You have been in so much pain over Jones's death. All your anger and all your guilt, your feelings, they just got to be too much for you, and you snapped. If anybody could plead temporary insanity, it's you. Jones was so young. Her death was so cruel. Anybody with an ounce of compassion is going to understand why you did it.
You think so?
Nobody is going to blame you. I don't blame you.
You don't?
No. I love you.
In spite of what I've done?
Yes.
I guess when you found my gun and the shirt in the toolbox, you knew right away what it meant, huh?
Hello.
Why are you here?
Sparky said you were out at the track.
Well, Sparky should mind his own business.
Said you were pushing it, driving like a bat out of hell.
Yeah, I may set a new record. Aren't you impressed?
Aren't you acting a little nuts?
What's the big deal? Like if you care, anyways.
I do care. But I am not going to let you kill yourself.
Right. You said you don't care about me anymore, so just go home and leave me alone. Come on.
Will you just stop with the suicide mission here? Look, I am sorry about what I said before.
Like, everything you said was true. I've been trying to get even. I've done bad things, you know?
You have been hurt.
And I hurt others, and I didn't care. Anything to make them pay. Just like, you know, you warned me once. You said to me, Pilar, if you're not careful, you'd become just like him. You said that.
Pilar, I have said a lot of things.
Well, you were right. Like, I've turned into him.
No.
Yeah. But what I have done?
No, there's nothing like that.
It's exactly the same. How do you think he started? I hate what I've become. And I don't blame you if you can't forgive me, because I can't forgive myself.
My buddy at the police department showed me this, and I figured it had to be yours because of the name and address on the back.
Yeah, that's one of the pictures I took of the wedding where the big murder happened. Why?
I was wondering if I could see what else you got.
There's nothing else. I tried to sell the pictures to the supermarket rags, and there were no takers. They said I didn't have anything hot enough.
Did you crop the shots? I was hoping that maybe there's something in the original negative that's not in the pictures the cops have.
Yeah, they asked me that too, but I don't do any cropping unless the client asks for it. What you saw is what there is.
Too bad. I was hoping maybe there was something you and the cops overlooked. You know, something that I could show somebody.
Well, there was one picture that was cropped. I remembered it after I talked to the cops.
So the cops, they haven't seen this full size?
Well, there wasn't any point. There's nothing special to it. See what I mean? I took 3 others that are almost exactly like it. They're all of the bride and groom walking up the aisle after the ceremony.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Hang on. What's this?
Tried to get you to the police station, but they told me you were here.
Get on that cleanup, would you, Ramirez? What have you got for me now, Cal?
Oh, it's big.
Yeah?
Yeah. Went up to Mark Kasnoff's hideout. It's a little shack.
Hold it. You knew where Kasnov was and he didn't bring me that information? You knew I've been looking over the
You want to hear what happened up there, or don't you?
Yes, tell me.
When I got up there, Connor was there. With him. So I waited until they went out. And then I searched the place. And look what I found. Now, that's got to be the shirt that he was wearing the night of the wedding. And then I found this. You know what this is? This is a .38, and it is not mine. And the bullet that killed Diego
was from a .38 caliber.
Yeah. Now, I know you're going to tell me, going to tell me that there was only one shot fired and that Lily fired it. But with all this new stuff, look at all the evidence that points to Mark Kasnoff. You cannot ignore this.
See what I'm talking about? It's right there.
Yeah, but I just think you're looking at something in the back of the church. It looks shiny. It might be some kind of metal fitting on the doors.
Are you sure it's not someone standing there?
I don't think so, but it's so dark. There's candles near the entrance. Might be a candle flame.
I think you were right the first time. I think it's more of a reflection of something.
Well, that's possible. There's always so much stuff that reflects in a church. With the gold, glass. It's a hassle to try to get any spontaneous shots. You'll never know what the camera's going to pick up.
Can you enlarge this?
Sure, that's easy.
Good, I'll wait.
Jessica, tell her she doesn't have to do this. Tell her she can win.
Lily and I have gone over her options thoroughly, and I think she knows what she's doing.
You want her to do this, and that's why you're advising her to do that.
Jessica's not telling me what to do. I do my own thing. I make my own decisions.
You're operating out of fear. Now, Jessica, you're not helping her. You're not helping her.
Lucinda, the case against Lily is very strong, and now we're dealing with a prosecutor who's very aggressive. Under the circumstances, I think taking the plea bargain is the best thing to do.
I couldn't disagree with you more. The man is an opportunist. David Allen, He's using my daughter to make a name for himself in this town, and I resent it. I resent him, you.
Good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon.
Miss Griffin, I understand we have business to discuss?
Yes.
Well, let's get to it.
My client is prepared to plead guilty to the charge of involuntary manslaughter.
Ms. Griffin, I know Tom Hughes offered your client the opportunity to plead guilty in exchange for a reduction in the charges against her.
Yes, and we're prepared to take that deal.
I'm afraid it's no longer on the table.
Excuse me?
Tom already agreed to it.
Well, he may have, but I'm handling the case now, and there will be no plea bargain.
Thank God.
I will, however, be changing the charges. I'm going for murder 1.
What are you talking about, Pilar?
This is what I was going to tell you when I went to your house. You were so right, Mike. I've been obsessed. The things I've been doing, the way I've been acting, that's not like me, Mike. It's not.
Oh, I know that. That's what's making me so nuts.
And I love Diego with all my heart. But I always knew what he was. I know it. And I never lied to myself about him. But after he died, it was like I had to defend him. No matter what. And I couldn't think straight anymore. I couldn't think honest about him. Didn't care who I was hurting. I just had to defend him.
You were confused, Pilar.
Oh, I wasn't confused. I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I couldn't stop. And I was thinking about it, and I didn't know why. Until I realized it was guilt.
Guilt?
Yeah. On the night of the wedding, the nurse, he drove me to the church. And I got away from him. And I got out of the car. And I went to see Diego. And while I was waiting, all I could feel was hate. I hated Diego, Mike. That night, I hated him enough to kill him.
Looks like you were right. There is someone standing in the back of the church. He's in the shadows, but you can see he's holding something in his hands. That's what's shining.
Oh, my God. It's Casno.
You got it all figured out, haven't you?
I wasn't prying. It wasn't something that I wanted to find.
God, this must have been hell for you. Knowing what you know and not saying a word.
I couldn't.
You didn't slip up once. It was quite an acting job. You know, I couldn't figure out why you were talking about going to Canada, why you wanted to do that, but now it all makes sense. You were sticking around and telling me what I wanted to hear. So we could go away together.
I think that's what we have to do.
That must have been just a terrible shock when you found the gun and started to put everything together.
Mike, it didn't matter. It didn't change the way I feel about you.
Because you know it wasn't my fault.
That's right.
You know how much pain I was in. How much I hurt. Jones being dead. Seeing Lily marry Diego was too much for me. So I had to get out of the church. But I waited. Then I blew him away.
Because you decided to become more flexible at 72. General Foods International Coffees rewards you with new sugar-free, fat-free French vanilla decaf. So you can unplug without undoing all the good you've done.
Look under the table. No TV all day.
Tell us what you think. Call the As the World Turns viewer feedback line.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, catching high-tech drug smugglers. An Eye on America investigation later.
Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.